Yeah, just a small recap on what we have done, uh, yesterday. So, last class we have continued in exploring the planning views. We have seen the other different options that are available in the planning views, and we spent some time in EPM formatting. Um, Especially in the APM formatting, we have seen, we have observed that, um, though in the backend database the values are decimals, it displays the roundup value, and system displays the rounding values because of the APM formatting. So if we want to see the decimal values or any type of data type on the Excel planning views, we have to get into the APM formatting and add that member and do the formatting that we want. So in APM formatting, we have seen how to change a data type, or any formatting for a key figure. mm, hey, 1 second, guys. Hey, hello, Teja. Hey, Teja, can you hear us?
This
Cover.
conference will now be recorded.
Mhm. So yeah, there are other things like scenarios, how to create a scenario, how to create a version, how to utilize this advanced and other things. So we'll go there eventually. So once we actually get into the configuration part, and then playing with the supply planning, etc., then those options will make real sense. So yeah, after this topic we get into the analytics app front end, Fiori interface. So that is, in that app we have started plotting charts for the existing key figures that were already been configured. So I think, um, we picked up two key figures, consensus demand and statistical forecasting. Then we have seen how the disaggregation happens based on the group by that we specify. So we can group the key figure values based on a product ID or a brand or a customer channel or a customer ID, etc., etc. And we have seen how different charts will come in handy based on the selections that we made. Now, for example, a bar chart or a pie chart can be viewed and can be seen only for a single key figure. But if you bring two key figures, and if you're comparing two different key figures, there are other charts that we can utilize. There are other custom settings we have seen about the coloring, how to display the values, legend, where to put up the legend, and etc., etc. And also we have seen the drill down functionalities, drilling it down from one chart, uh, jumping on to another chart by continuing with one combination that we want, right? So for example, if there is a customer channel called online, and if you do a drill down, you can see different customers that are mapped to that customer channel online, like eBay and Amazon. All those things, all those customers belongs to the online channel. So we can drill down from, we can drill down accordingly, and it's the way that we, the format, the chat, and then these things. So let's go there and see the other things that we can do. So it is available in the general planner and the analytics advanced. So I'll edit this. Okay. Yeah. So then all options will become, enabled here. So there are four things here. One is the basic settings. So in the basic settings, we give all the planning area that we are going to do the analytics on, the key figures that we want to do, and then based on the group by, then we pick up the charts. There are a couple of charts available. So those are the two things that we do in the basic, the most important ones. Next are the chart options. We specify the axis, we specify the zoom in, whether we want the zoom in or not, the colors that we can specify, the legends where this has to appear, for like for example it's on bottom. So the bottom, it comes here, the legend comes here, etc. The value should be displayed or not, values will not come. And then how the number format for the values here. So these are the chart options that we have. The drill downs, we have specified the drill down path, level path, and then there are two levels, level 1 and level 2. So these are the levels that that we drill it down. And then finally we have the information. So here it shows the information about the chart, that any applied planning filters, any applied attributes. So here in the ad hoc filter we gave the customer channel, online as a channel. That's why all the online players comes in here. So that is a attribute that has been applied. And then regarding the charts, so here regarding the chart information, so first we categorize it. So I am categorizing it with S&OP, sales and operations planning. That means this chart will be mapped to a category called S&OP. Then there is something called dashboard, that to which dashboard this chart belongs to. Okay. We will go there, just park that for a minute. So this is a thing that I want to highlight on, that is Excel template. So here I can, let's say, statistical forecast. Mm, and then I can also share it to the any users that I want, because I mean, let's say I'm in the business, I mean, let's say we're doing for Samsung, and as a Samsung demand planner, I have plotted this chart and comparing with the sales forecast, and then the marketing forecast. And then now what I can do is, I can share it with any other planner, and then also I can also share it to a particular user group. So let's not change the template. Let's keep it as a marketing forecast only. Say, okay. Mm, I'm doing a drill down. So eBay has all these products. So now if I click on navigate to, hmm, what happened? Go to the main. One second. Okay, yeah. So navigation is what I mean. I want to show to the go to Excel here. So we'll go to the navigate to there. So this is option. So if I click on go to Excel, it downloads a CSV file. hmm, And then if I open this, so it will open up the Excel planning view for the combinations that we just selected. So here we have April, May, June. Selected this, and then three customers, Amazon, eBay. So whatever selections were there available on the the analytics app, if you if you click on go to Excel, it just downloads, it reads the backend configuration, it downloads a CSV file, and when you open it, a planning template would be open. So from here, you can do more advanced planning. You know like run some forecasting algorithm here, maybe view some master data, or maybe go into more detail level and just verify, what products are there, and etc etc. So this is where you navigate between the front end web interface and to the back end Excel. So to make that available in the information, so you have to map a proper template to it. So then from analytics side, you can actually get back to the Excel side, and then you can do more advanced planning. Okay, so just like that. And also there is this dashboard, and I created a dashboard called my dashboard. I'll show it to you guys. So a dashboard is like, what is a dashboard? Dashboard is nothing but grouping the different analytic charts and just displaying them on one single view. So so this is a dashboard. There's an app called Dashboard Advanced, and like any other app, we have we have a filter bar. So now I'm creating a new dashboard. We'll say that mm, giving a name called test config demand planning dashboard. This is where I give the dashboard. um, you can give a dashboard that uh, the dashboard encompasses all the KPIs of the demand planning process or something like that. And what is the category that it belongs to? Just give marketing, whether it's a favorite or not. Click on save. So the category will help you in just filtering it out. Um, so this is a dashboard that we are about to create. As I told, that it is just a combination of different analytic charts and viewing all those charts in one single view. So click on add analytic objects. So there are 5 different things comes here. So analytic charts is the charts that we have created. Next is supply chain networks. So we can actually plot a supply chain network, connecting the customers with the DCs and warehouses and suppliers and the BOM and production, etc etc. But to plot the supply chain network, you need to be familiar with the supply planning master data. So I'll park it here. Once we get into the supply planning module, and once we cover all the master data that we need to run a supply planning algorithms like optimizer or heuristics and etc etc, then we'll plot this chart and we'll see how this supply chain networks comes in handy. Next is custom alerts. We'll go there. Today we also covered the custom alerts topic. And then next is the process management instances. This is the sales and operations planning cycle. So like you create a process a process like for example, demand planning process. You can create a process inside the IBP system. Demand planning process, the first step is you analyze your sales history. Second is do a data cleansing. Third is run your forecasting. Fourth is compare it with your maybe marketing team forecast. Fifth is do some adjustments. Six is finalize your demand planning. So if those are the 6 steps, and and they are like they're kind of a step-by-step process that you actually achieve your demand planning activity. And there are multiple tasks that you have to do inside every step. Like if you say that verify your statistical forecasting with marketing team forecast, there would be few tasks that you have to do. Maybe analyze the alerts, analyze the deviation between those two key figures. If the deviation is greater or lesser, do this, do that. There could be multiple tasks inside, right? So you can plot everything as a process, and you can assign every process to a particular user group or to a particular user. And then the system would create a Gantt chart kind of a thing. And then you can actually run your process, and you and the time frame that that process takes, and etc etc. It's a different module altogether. It's part of the sales and operations planning, but you can utilize that and create the any type of a process that you want to achieve inside your IBP planning system. Okay, so and once you create the process, you create instances out of it. Like for example, demand planning, and if that is a process that you create an instance for the June month has just started. So you create an instance for June 2019, And after that, once the July comes in, and let's assume that it's a monthly cycle, monthly recurring cycle, you create another instance for July. So you create a July monthly cycle and etc. So you can bring those instances into your dashboard. So that's what I am trying to say. And then there is alerts overview. So once we're done with the alerts, we'll come back and we'll add this also here. But for now, we have just covered analytics chart. I'm adding the analytics charts. So I'll click on this. System displays me all the charts that I have created. So I'll just pick it up randomly. Okay, three charts. And then now, there are different options available for every chart. So because all these three charts were being plotted with different key figures. For example, if I click on this is a marketing forecast quantity. Then this is a actual quantity for a product called Pepsi, and whereas this is for okay, there is no product. This is just the customer called eBay, and the, this is planned transportation costs and etc etc. Like these are all different charts. So the first option is remove the chart. You click on this chart would be removed. Now you're left with only two charts. So next is refresh. Maybe if you run a statistical forecast, the forecast values change. You click on it, you'll see a different value. So next is go to analytic detail. So if I click on this, it would open up analytic chart itself. So now it will take me to the analytics app. So analytic detail comes in. So these are the different things. So here maybe change it, um, change the chart type, and or maybe if you want to go more detail, maybe do a drill down, or maybe bring another level and then see, uh, get more details and put some filters, or go to Excel sheet, change your entire chart descriptions and etc etc. You can do all that stuff. So that future is there. I mean, you can jump from a dashboard app to an analytic chart, and I haven't saved it. That's why it is still showing me the old chart display. So next is a resizing. This comes in handy. So resize. This is where you beautify it. You resize it by 3 columns and 1 row. So if I click on 3, click on resize, it will just expand. That's the whole point. Yeah, now they are kind of readable, right? So you know so this is what you do. Also bring me analytic chart. I'll also bring up that comparison of my. Hmm. So so hide advanced search. So this is how you bring all different the data points that you're really interested in or you're really concerned in as a planner. Create those charts and then bring them onto your dashboard, and then start analyzing your data, and then take wise decisions. So next is full screen. Like if you click on full screen, it just opens up in full screen, all the fancy options. And then zooming in, so you can zoom in and then just focus on June of and then June, and then see different customers and what your forecasts are. This is zoom out. Okay. um, this is one. And go to the filter bar. I'll just show you the filter bar. So now you can filter down. So just want to highlight here is that this chart belongs to a different planning area, and this chart belongs to a different planning area. So if I just bring up only my test config, so that chart is gone because that chart is not part of the planning area called test config. So that is part of a different planning area. So here what I'm trying to say here is that in your IBP landscape, once you're doing the implementation. You might actually create different planning areas, a planning area dedicated only for a demand planning activity, another planning area for supply planning, etc., etc. So in that case, you can actually, but you can plot your analytics for for different planning areas, and then bring them onto your one single dashboard, and you can analyze them at one single go. Okay, so once you are inside the test config, now you can put different filters, and you can see the for a particular attribute value. So I click on the attributes, it shows everything here. So if I go to product, if I say that product ID, it displays me all the products that are available. So maybe if I pick up these three, now it shows me the just those filtered products, or you can bring up the filters that you already created. So the planning filter, you remember the planning filter, Excel, in the Excel planning views also we used to use this, um this okay, there is no data for actuals quantity, that's fine, but some marketing forecast and sales forecast we have here. So yeah, so this is it. So let me clear all the filters. I hope that that other chart, yeah, we will get all three charts. Great. Uh, so now I can save this as a tile. It's called dashboard test config demand planning dashboard. So I'll say my dashboard. So I saved it as a tile, or I can save this also as a dashboard, and then I can come back. There are list of dashboards that are available here. Um, and I'll pick up the dashboard that you want. You can create one dashboard for just KPIs, another dashboard for the cost, another dashboard for supply results, what is the production happened, how much stock has been transported, what is available, stocks at my DCs, or what is the capacity utilizations, and etc., etc. So that's the thing. So now see under the home, so that this app has came in dashboard, my dashboard. So it's just opening in. So create. So yeah, so what's the point of making this as a tile? So if you make that as a tile, maybe your day-to-day activities are depending upon these data points. As a demand planner, you always open up and see where my data is moving and where are the pitfalls and etc., etc. You just open your dashboard and see any issues are there, and then take some actions on it if there are any discrepancies and etc. So that's all about the dashboard, guys. So okay, so now we'll get into the other topic, that is the alerts and exception handling. You guys are there with me, Amal, Deepak?
Yeah, yeah, Venkat.
Sure, thanks. So yeah, so the third topic under the control tower. So and guys, if you have observed that this control tower module, be it analytics, dashboards, and alerts and exception handling. So for this module, there is no, I mean, uh, this module is not a configurable module. So this reuses the configuration that was already done, right? So for example, like I'm plotting a chart for statistical forecasting. That key figure has already been made, and it was configured at a particular level, customer ID and location ID, or product ID, or it could be at a brand level. Some forecasts you want to do it at brand level, and not customer ID, maybe sold to party level, or maybe customer region level, geographical region level. So once and also maybe it is at a monthly level or daily level. You do that, and maybe you need to run your forecasting algorithm to create those values, and etc., etc. So and maybe it is a calculation that is happening, it is is summing up all different key figures and some adjustments and blah blah blah, and it is coming up with the values. So how the data is coming in and how the configuration is done, that's a different story, and control tower is not part of that. Control tower module comes into the picture when you want to analyze your data. So that's the name signifying, right? Control tower, it's kind of a tower where you control your entire system. So the tower like, I mean, if you take it from an actual sense, the tower will give you an eagle's eye on, because you're at a different perspective. So you can just look at your you can analyze your horizon and take a call. So just like that, the control tower, all the topics that we have seen, the dashboard, it's an end user can make a dashboard that he wants. There is no restriction. Only thing is he needs to have the right access permissions. That's it. So on the fly, he can go and create dashboards. From a consulting perspective, so we definitely have to during the obviously during the design and development phase, we build all these prototypes, and then we'll show it to them. Then what is a the what's better way, what is a to analyze your data, and for these kind of things you need a heat map. For these kind of data sets you need a particular pie chart, and depending upon the business context, we can definitely show them. But we can also create the charts, and then we can share it to the different planners. But once the product is live, so it is the planners who can create more charts, and who can share those charts, and who can create dashboards. They can create dashboards, and they can play around with it. Okay. But we definitely need to show them that these are the futures that are available, and then this is how you can go and create a chart. And you're interested to, I mean, let's say, I mean, they just got uh, they just worried about their plant capacities, and now they know that they can go to the analytic chart, and then take that, they know the key figure where the entire maintenance data, means capacity related data, is saved in. uh, how much of capacity has been planned, how much has been occupied because of some maintenance activities, what is available capacity, and etc etc. So if they know the key figure where the data is saved in, they can go to the analytic chart, they can put the chart, and then they can go to the detail level, they put some drill downs, they find out the right chart, and they can do an analysis on it. So I mean, just don't, I mean, just trying to say that there's not much configuration that we do. It reads from the actual config that has already been done. Got it? Same with the alerts also. So that's why I took some time in explaining it. So there are two type of alerts here. So one is a key figure alert, and is a custom alert. What's the difference? Key figure alert is, it's a configured key figure. So this is a separate key figure. We have to create an alert key figure, and then also with the formula evaluation, like when that alert comes in. For example, a shortage in inventory targets. If my inventory, if the projected stock is less than my inventory target, I need an alert. So for that you create an alert key figure for it. So it's a configurable element, right? So it is configured during the implementation. So, and these key figure alerts will be applied in the Excel view and also in the web UI. Okay, but if you say that's a key figure alert, um, first thing is that the business has to give the logic for it, and then the second thing is that we have to identify can we write the logic at what level it is, and etc etc. That's a different story. The second thing is that this is a configurable element, that is, this is a planning area element. So that means all the planners can have they can get their hands on this key figure.
So
Okay.
Venkat,
Mm.
yeah, how do we differentiate, this alert key figure from the rest of the other key figures?
Yeah, I mean, there is this small checkbox where we will say that there are different kinds of key figures, like snapshot key figure, alert key figure. So many. I mean, I can't think of now. One
Okay.
second.
We are
Let's
we
go
are
there.
to go through this configuration, right?
Obviously, yes, yes, yes. We'll go.
Oh, okay, okay.
Who's this? Deepak or Amal?
Amul, Amul,
Amal.
Amul.
Hey, Amal. Yeah, we talked about it, right, Amal? So yeah, we'll definitely go there. I think I've repeated it like thrice. Every class I'm repeating that. Yes,
No,
we'll
no,
go
no. I
there.
thought, I mean, it has been
I
done.
No, no,
I
no, no, no.
thought
I mean,
it was done.
this is just a third day, man. I mean,
Okay,
I
okay.
know you're seeing a lot of fancy stuff and the charts and the colors and etc. Excel views, and yeah, I know the real config will go there.
No issues, Venkat. No, it's just
Sure,
okay.
sure. And also, I mean, yes, guys, I mean, just kind of a heads up that even the configuration looks like a fancy thing. So, I mean, if you're expecting some kind of a hard, traditional blue screens are what we did in APO, it's not like that. Even the configuration looks like it's kind of a drag and drop kind of a thing. Yeah, we'll go there. So yeah, coming back to the alert key figure. So this is a key figure. This is a key figure view. We are in the IBP configuration page. So this is where we configure the entire system. We configure the attributes, we configure the master data, we configure time profiles, planning areas, planning levels, key figures. That's why this is a yellow color coded. We are in that page and we have versions. So here, you see there's alert key figure here. So you just toggle this, and then with this you can indicate that this is a alert key figure. Okay. So yeah, with this we will know, and then also we'll follow a naming convention. So this is kind of a ALRT. I mean, if you analyze your key figures, you will know that some key figures will start with ALRT, alert, capacity, overload, etc. So yeah, so that's how we can differentiate the key figure alerts. Next is a custom alerts. So what is this custom alerts? So these are end user configured alerts in the web UI. Okay, so just like the way we have took a key figure marketing forecast and we plotted some charts, different charts. The one is at brand level, another is at location level, I mean product level, etc. And then you just like the way we can create a dashboard for marketing forecast and then bring all those charts. Just like that, you can also create an alert on the existing key figures. So user can create an alert definition for a combination of rules that determine if an alert should exist. Okay, obviously, if you say that alerts, we'll definitely come up with a rule that if X is greater than Y, I need an alert. If X, or if X is less than 10,000, what an alert. So those would be the rules. And custom alerts are not available in the Excel UI. Yes, so they're not available on Excel UI. They're just front end thing. Just like the way the analytics are. We created an analytic chart, and that is available only in the front end Fury interface. So we specify the threshold values for a particular an alert, that if a key figure X is less than 10,000, or if a key figure X is 50% less than a key figure Y, so etc, etc. So we specify those thresholds, and then system does the analysis calculation, and then it will show us the alert. So there are 4 apps here, available apps, and they are under a group called alerts. So now what do we do? So we'll spend our next 30 minutes on doing this. First, we configure the definition of an alert. So, so I just thought about a definition. So let's just say that we are a marketing team, and then we wanted to, um, or maybe yeah, demand planning. So let's just say that if my consensus demand is greater than some, maybe at 120% more of my statistical forecast, I want to have an alert. So that means the consensus demand, let's say this is the final demand that we come up with after our demand planning activity. Once we're done with all the adjustments, forecasting, promotions, this and that, etc. So this is a final figure. But we always wanted to analyze it with our statistical values. And let's say that if there is a higher deviation, but is greater than 120%, then I want to have an alert. So I want to know in what all combinations my final demand is greater than the 20% of the statistical forecasting. Okay, so this is the first thing we do. And once we configure the definition, and we also have to do a subscription, and this comes during the alert definition itself. That means I have to subscribe to that alert. And if I create an alert, let's say if I'm the demand manager, category manager, let's say, so I have 5 people working with me, all statisticians, etc. So I can create an alert, and then I can assign I can make these other 5 users to subscribe to my alert, so that they will also be notified if there's an alert. Then is we'll see the overview of the alerts. So based on the definition that we set here, we'll see how many alerts are there. So we'll have an overview. Okay, and then we'll also do some kind of we'll work on that alert. So we'll go there. I'll show it to you guys. Why to talk in theory. So yeah, let me first remove this app. For that, you click on this and you say the edit home page. So all the apps will get highlighted here. You can do, you can arrange your apps and etc. etc. I just want to take off this app. Has been removed from the group. Fine, close. That's it. So that has been deleted. Now go to the alerts here. So the first app, that is define and subscribe to custom alerts. No custom alert definitions are currently available. Fine. I'll also go to the this app, custom alerts overview. How many custom alerts are there, and the overview of it. No data is currently available. Fine. So I'll go here. So now I'll create a new alert. So I'll click on this plus. That means add. That means I'm adding a new alert. Okay, so you see the save button here. Everything is in so system is waiting for us to feed some data into it. So the name is the custom alert definition. So this is a planning area, pickup or planning area. So just like that, when you're plotting a chart, you obviously have to plot a chart for a key figure. And if it is a key figure, you have to specify in what planning area that you wanted to what planning area data that you want to do in your analytics on. Just like the way here also, the first you have to navigate to your planning area. Okay, we are inside our planning area now. I'll give a name to it. I'll say deviation in the consensus demand. This is an alert, and this is an active alert. This is a description also. It's fine. This is not star mark. That means this is not a mandatory, but give a description. Say it's a category. The planning is test config. Versions is base version. Now, once we get into the version, we'll see it, guys. So for now, just think that we are in the base version, an active version. So at what level you want to calculate first? You want to calculate this alert. So I'll say every week for every product. I mean, for every customer and for every product. So this is a level that I wanted to do my alert on. So time horizon weekly from, I think we are in 23rd week of 2019. Just give maybe some few weeks. Severity, what kind of a alert this is? I'll say this is a high alert. That means I have to, that the team has to really get focused on this. Excel template, same again, give a template here so that you can navigate from alert to the Excel view. So this is done. The information is done. So now we're getting into the alert rules. So this is where we give a rule. So so first I'll enter a key figure that my the consensus demand. We have these options: mathematical functions, equal to, less than, greater than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, is null, is not null. So I'll say if it is greater than, now here I'll give a value. So this is absolute. I'll say that, if it is greater than 10,000, give me alert. Fine. But you want to compare it with another key figure, then you go and select the percentage. Then another key figure appears here. Now you say here, I want to 120% of my statistical forecast. So this is my group, and I can also create other rule groups. So I'll say click on, and then I also give that, maybe, uh, so I mean, this is one rule group. um, Give some rules for the consensus demand one, or like for example, let's say consensus demand is it should be greater than 120, and you will say that it has to be greater than of 2000, and then you say that all rules are satisfied inside this rule group one. You can create another rule group, and you can also say give some things for statistical forecasting also. So because you're comparing these two key figures, right? And you can say the statistical forecast is greater than 10,000 and etc etc. So this is how you can give multiple these things. And you give another rule group, it says that all rule groups are satisfied, any rule group is satisfied. Okay, so now comes the machine learning rules. That's a different topic altogether, guys. Tomorrow we'll see the machine learning rules. And then we have the metrics here. So what metrics you want to see if that alert is active, if that alert is enabled. I want to see my consensus demand, obviously, right? So I want to see those two key figures. So why there is a deviation, and if there is a deviation, like not marketing, it's called statistical forecast. Now how the display option, next metrics is done. These two key figures I want to see on display options. Target unit of measure is EA. It's not a revenue key figure, that's why we don't have to give the target currency. Default chart type is bar. Some other chart types. Sharing, I can share it with other users and other groups, and subscription, so I have to subscribe to this alert. So even if I create the alert, I mean, even if I configure the alert definition, even then I have to subscribe to this alert. Otherwise, I cannot see the possible alerts that comes out of this entire configuration. Okay, so how to create the subscription? Click on plus, add subscription. So we are in this page called custom alert subscription. I'm giving a name. This is also active. Give some description. You can put some filters that you want to see this filter only for like for example, let's say I created this alert and I have a 3-member team with me. So I can say that the first member, you do the for brand of smartwatches, you do for smartphones. Another planner, while I'm subscribing, I can give the filters here, and then so that he will see the filters that comes only under that filter combination. For now, don't give any filters. Display options are fine. These are the metrics that were actually, this takes from the actual definition that we gave, and the shading. So back to the definition and saving it. The custom alert has been saved. Please wait 20 seconds before updating a chart. What happened? This is saved, right? So now I come here and the custom alerts over here. I'll do a refresh here. Okay, so you see a bar chart is coming in. This is high alert. The name is deviation in the consensus demand. There are two places that there is an alert here. I can also click on the tabular format. You see, this is the display option, tabular format. So severity is high, name is deviation in the consensus demand. Two places the alert is there. The carry this and OP. So I can also create this chart. Okay, guys. So yeah, so what I've done, I created an alert definition, and I have seen where all the alerts is there. So let's say I'll also create another alert. Okay, so big deal. This is all saved, right? So that's why there's an edit option here. So I also say create another alert. All right. I'll say the this alert is. I'll create just a small alert. Just want to show it to you guys that how we can create multiple alerts and then can analyze all those alerts different views. A simple forecast, I mean simple alert that um, mm, that the forecast is unavailable. Somehow, we missed creating a forecast. Just going in week 23, week 23. I'll just give a few weeks. I mean, I know that there are a lot of places where there is no alert. So I'll say the severity is low. Let's just say. So the consensus demand is null. Simple. So if it is null, give me an alert. Matrix is consensus demand. I also need to subscribe. Okay, back to definition. Saving it. So I have two alerts now. Deviation in the consensus demand. This is a definition that has been configured. Uh, this is a rule. Consensus demand is greater than this much, blah, blah, blah. This is a second alert, forecast and availability. If I come here, if I do a refresh. Okay, so you see the legend here. Red ones are high, yellow, medium, green, low. So three places the forecast is unavailable and the deviation is in two places. So if I click on double click this, now it will take me to another place where I'll monitor my custom alerts. So this is where I monitor my alerts. So uh, the first is obviously the filtering. That's fine. We'll forget about the filters for some time. So two places there is an alert. Key figure is consensus demand. The value is 2575. The subscription is deviation and consensus demand. This is a level. This is where there's an alert that on 25th week of 2019 for the customer Amazon for the product Galaxy Smartwatch W white color, there's an alert. So want more on this? Double open this. So now I mean the view has just changed. So two sections, right hand side, left hand side. Left hand side here, there is obviously a filtering filter is there. You keep the severity and etc. Forget about that. So this is where two places active. You see two. There are two active alerts. This is first alert 2575 week 25, and then okay, I think the same customer, same product, week 26 also we have an alert. So click on this. mm, 2575, the blue color, that means consensus demand, but whereas statistical forecasting is just 1088, that means there is a high deviation. Mm, Then it also shows the key figures and the values and some information that what is the name and etc. So now let's just say that you are not interested on week 26. Maybe let's say this is in future, that's why you're not interested. Then you'll go and say snooze. Three options: snooze indefinitely, snooze until data changes, snooze until a particular time period. I'll say snooze until data changes. So what does that mean? Snooze until data changes means once till the consensus demand comes down to less than 20% of less than 120% of the statistical forecast, this alert would be snoozed. Okay, so now active is one, snoozed is one. In total there are two alerts. So you guys are there till with me?
Yeah, Venkat.
Cool. I mean, it's not a rocket science. Yeah, I know. So what we did, just kind of a small recap. So what we did, we defined an alert, and then subscribed to that alert. Then third thing is, so all this we did in an app called custom alerts. um, what is that? Define and subscribe custom alerts. It's called define and subscribe custom alerts app. Okay. Next is subscribe to that alert. Then fine, and then save it. Now third is custom alerts overview. This is app. So we have gone there, and then based on the severity that we gave, we have seen the high, and then the medium, and then the low, and then we have also seen it gives the count, that how many alerts are there. Three, that means in three places there is an alert, and you click on that, it will navigate to the monitor custom alerts. This is another app. You go there, and then you monitor your alert. So you click on all those, there are two places where there is an alert. You click on that, you see every combination, you get more details. The details would be displayed as per the definition that you gave. And now we'll see, now the other topic is we'll work on this alert. So we'll see how to work on that alert. Okay, so I snoozed in, but this is the alert that I want to work on, that the consensus demand is 2575, statistical forecast is 1088. There's a high deviation. So now I want to work on this alert. So to work on that alert, I have to create a case for it. Okay, so there are other options here. First is go to analytics, go to Excel, it will open up the Excel sheet. With that, you will know, I mean, once you open Excel sheet, you know what all you can do. I mean, you can do more detailed analysis, maybe run your forecastings, or do XYZ to bring down that alert, or to get more information or more insights into it. Same goes with analytics. You click on analytic, you go back to your Fairy interface, and then get more information. So I'll click on add to case. Now I'm creating a case. The case is that resolve the forecast deviation. Okay, now priority is high, and who's the owner? So see, what is this creating a case means? Creating a case means that I obviously, if there is an alert, what we do, obviously we want to bring down that alert, right? So we want to bring down the deviation in this particular case. So we'll be doing different steps to bring down that alert. Maybe change the adjustments, maybe rerun the forecasting algorithm, maybe tweak your alpha, beta, gamma things in your forecasting algorithm, or it could be anything, or maybe just live with it. Just say that okay, that this is how the data is, and yes, there would be a deviation. That's fine. End of the story. So yeah, whatever it is, but you want to take some action on that alert. And now this adding a case, this will help you to record those actions, and then to actually work on those actions. So who's the owner for it? So I'll say, this guy is the owner. He has to work on this alert. mm, that I also give a due date, that within this date the alert has to be done. Hey, just a minute, guys. Yeah, yeah, where were we? Yeah, I'll also give a due date, that before this date, uh, this alert has to be done. So, I'm just saving it. So now what happens is that a case is being created to it. So you can see this icon here which says that, a case is being created. That means, someone is working on it. So, so you see there is a fourth option also came in. That means a case is being created, that is resolve the forecast deviation. So this is a case, and now that's it. So I'm I'm, let's say I'm the manager. I saw the alert, and then I send this alert to a particular guy. Okay, now I'll go to this front end here. There is a particular app for it. It's called work on the cases. So where is this case? Yes, manage cases. You see, this is an app. So this is where manage cases. So let's just say, see, I'm a planner, and then I open it. I'll see if there is any case that is been assigned on to me, and there is a suitcase icon which signifies that, that there is just a case. So where is this resolve the forecast deviation? So this is a one. Then I click on it, and then so this is the alert. The deviation is a hit. Hey, just 1 second, guys. Just be on mute. Hey, sorry for that, guys. So you guys are there with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, where were we? So yeah, we created an alert definition. We saw there is an alert. We created a case, and then the cases would be visible in a separate app called, this manage case. So now this is a case that I want to work on. So this is the value. So now what all I can do is, I will click on, maybe I'll just go to the comments and I'll say that um, mm, initial verification is completed. Mm, mm, you know, regrouping. The team is regrouping to work on something like that. Just a comment I'm just giving. Team is regrouping on to work on this alert. This, I'm just saving it. This comes in here, and then I'll go to the snapshots. I'll take a snapshot. Hmm. And I can further assign it to, I can further assign this. See, I'm the owner, so I'm the owner that this case is being created. So now, I can assign this to a particular user group, a particular user, or pick up the user groups, and then demand reviews, etc., etc., etc. And then, they can also, work on that. They can also put some comments onto it. Um, this is a history, how this has been there. Mm. The alert, let's just say that the meeting is done. Let's say, so where exactly this is, let's go there. And I just want to bring down that alert. Where is this alert? This is, okay, let's go there. Customer ID, product ID. This is not monthly. This is weekly. So I'm trying to bring that alert down, guys, so that we can see. Consensus demand. Next is statistical forecast quantity. Okay, so where is this product? This is customer ID is Amazon. Amazon is already there, right? Why I'm doing a filter? Yeah, whatever. So the product is Galaxy Smartwatch W. Galaxy Smartwatch. Smartwatch is W. Then yes, yeah, this is where the deviation is. So there is two deviations. So let's bring that down. So I'll say this 222. Yeah, whatever. Just bring this down. I'm just copy pasted the statistical forecast, so now both are equal. There is no the deviation is not there. Okay, come here. Um, okay, so let's take a snapshot now. The snapshot was added. Okay, it is still showing the value of 2575. So this is where it shows all the data. So this is a case name, consensus demand, statistical forecast is 1088. Um, mm, this is a general information, planning area, calculation level, metrics. Why it's not refreshing? One second. So first of all, if I let's just see whether there's, and now I'm the overview page. So there are two alerts. If I do a refresh, whether okay, these alerts are gone, means there are no alerts now. All the two places I have fixed them. So now if I come to the managed cases, add a snapshot. Oh, why it is showing 2560? It should be showing the okay. So the uh, so guys, I mean, just wanted to I don't know whether you guys are following or not, but so what I did is I went and brought down that alert. I changed the consensus demand. I made sure there is no deviation. This is showing fine. It is showing that there are no alerts, but inside my managed cases, somehow it is still showing the 2575 value, and this should come down to just 1088 and something. So yeah, like you know, it is just showing still 2575. Not sure why, but yeah, you can very well come down and then you can give another comment that changes are made. Alert is um, alert was brought down, etc., etc. You come back here and then so you want to close this case, so click on this and then you say this close with partial, okay, or just close it. So this is closed, but I don't know why the value is still showing the previous value 2575. So I'll do more, let's see guys. I mean, I'll work on this. So tomorrow probably we'll discuss on it, why the cases is not updating, or is there maybe any setting that I need to turn it on to get the alert is the alert is closed. Hmm. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I'll work on that. And then there is another alert also, which was in green color, that is forecast and availability. So the three places, the alert is active. I'll click on this. It will show me all those three combinations where consensus demand value is null. Week 25, there is null for Amazon customer, this product. For Flipkart customer, week 28, there is no forecast. Week 28, Reliance customer for this product, the forecast, it's null. So this way, well, you can also know that, if there are places where it is null, or etc etc. So so yeah, so now if we go back to the dashboard here, where is this my dashboard? I'll click on find, click on new, my dashboard too. So now here, let's say alerts overview. Mhm. So it is showing me the where the alerts are. I'm not sure why it is still showing 2575. Hmm. Yeah, like, but whatever. So what I'm trying to say here is that, you can bring down the alerts, and then also make them a part of your uh, your dashboard. And you can add the charts, and you can also add the custom alerts. So we can also add overview, process management will see it, supply chain networks will also say it. So this is how you play with your alerts. So need to guys. So tomorrow, that we'll also see the machine learning tools, and then define custom alerts overview. So we also see this app. So we'll also see the custom. So this is also kind of a, will this is also an alert overview, just to analyze all different alerts. But we'll also see this app tomorrow. Okay, to be continued.